What happened when I was falsely accused in court and everyone thought I was guilty? I never thought I'd end up in a courtroom at 22, but there I was, hands trembling, accused of stealing from the very store I worked at. It started when the manager, Mr. Price, called me into his office one afternoon. He tossed a printout on the desk, inventory numbers showing hundreds of dollars missing. Care to explain? I frowned. That doesn't make sense. I logged every shift, every count. He cut me off. Save it. We know it was you. You're the only one who closed that night. I laughed nervously, waiting for the punchline, but his eyes were cold. The next day, I was suspended, pending investigation. The day after that, the police showed up at my door, charged for theft. My parents stared at me like they didn't know who I was. My little brother asked if I was going to jail. Humiliation wrapped around me like chains. By the time the court date arrived, I felt hollow. Mr. Price sat smugly across the room, whispering to the store's lawyer. They painted me as a thief, desperate for cash, reckless enough to steal from my own job. When the judge asked if I had anything to say, my voice shook. I didn't take anything, I swear. The lawyer smirked. Then where's the money? My stomach twisted. I had no proof, just my word against theirs. Then, just as the judge was about to close arguments, a voice spoke from the back. Your Honor, may I approach? It was Alex, the quiet night shift security guard. Everyone turned as he carried a small hard drive in his hand. I reviewed the security footage, he said, and I think the court needs to see this. The judge raised an eyebrow. Proceed. My heart hammered as the footage flickered onto the screen. There I was, locking the register, logging the numbers, grabbing my bag. Then, minutes later, Mr. Price himself walked in. He opened the till, stuffed cash into an envelope, and walked out like nothing happened. The courtroom gasped. I covered my mouth, tears flooding my eyes. The lawyer stammered, This doesn't prove anything. But Alex wasn't finished. He fast-forwarded. More footage, more nights. Every time money went missing, it wasn't me. It was him, Mr. Price. The judge's face hardened. So the manager not only committed theft, but attempted to frame his employee. Mr. Price turned pale. He muttered something about stress and a misunderstanding, but it was too late. The gavel slammed. Case dismissed. Charges against me dropped immediately, and Mr. Price escorted out in handcuffs. I broke down sobbing as Alex patted my shoulder. I couldn't let them do this to you. Walking out of that courtroom, the air felt different, lighter. For weeks, I'd been carrying shame that didn't belong to me. Now, everyone knew the truth. Later that evening, my little brother hugged me tight, told my friends my sister wasn't a thief, and I was right. That meant more than anything. Now, whenever I walk past that store, I don't feel bitterness. I feel something stronger, proof that lies can only last so long. Because eventually, the cameras roll, the truth plays out, and justice finally wins.